Okay, we are officially live, only 3 minutes behind schedule. Sorry. What's going on, guys? What is going on, everybody? Tony, hello. Maritime, hello. Historic Productions, hello. Good evening, everyone. Mic check, mic check, mic check, stream check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I'm not getting any kind of response from the. Oh, did it just update? Maritime. Hey, Maritime. Can you all see me? There it goes. Okay, now everything looks like it's working. Although it does look like AI is having. No. Oh, the image? No, it's not AI. I don't use AI stuff. The image you guys saw on my thumbnail is not AI generated. That was made by an artist that helps me with my videos. And if you saw my Titan submersible video that I did last week, the image of the implosion, that was done by the same artist. Let's see here. Zachary, hi. I watched the stream you spoke about on Thursday. Remind me, what was it? Oh, you're talking about the one I did with my buddy Space. Let's see here. Random says, what if the RMS Republic never sank in 1999? Could it have prevented the Titanic disaster? No. If anything, the Republic actually encouraged. Well, I don't want to say encouraged the sinking of Titanic, but it put more faith in the idea of not having enough lifeboats. Wilson says, I assume 10 questions this week. Yeah, no more. It was so funny. Last week after we did the 20 question Q&A, I popped on my computer to play some games and was talking to some buddies of mine, and I barely spoke at all. My voice was so tired from doing that long Q&A. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to do that again. It was just like a couple of years ago when I jumped from I think it was the Titanic anniversary, when I jumped from a live stream to a Titanic SOS Let's Play, and I was really, really tired. Yeah, about an hour to an hour and a half is about my limit for these live streams before I get too tired. Listen, I mean, it's constantly talking, keeping on doing stuff and everything, keep the stream, energetic and everything. I mean, it's some work. Scott says, hi, Sam, how are you today? I was watching a documentary on the Titan submersible. I personally do believe those knocking sounds were from them and the Titanic claimed. Okay, number one, the Titanic did not claim any more lives. Okay, the Titanic had nothing to do with the implosion. It was just the target of the dive. Titanic had nothing to do with it. What did cause the implosion was the sheer recklessness of the CEO, and like all these people with the company were telling him, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right. And he's the one who did it. He kept going. He kept doing it. He kept doing it. He kept doing it. And, and he also tried to make a point like, well, it's always a risk to go down the Titanic. These regulations are just in the way. Well, okay. Yes, it is true that it is a risk to go down the Titanic. But here's the thing. There is risk and then there is recklessness. And risk is always everything we do in life has a degree of risk to it, as long as it doesn't go into reckless. That's where there are problems. And what he was doing was reckless, pure and simple. And his recklessness cost 5 lives. So Titanic had nothing to do with it. It had absolutely nothing to do with it. Let's see what we got. People are talking about Brightside. Brightside will probably be like a Christmas gift. Okay, like I'll do it as like a Christmas special or something like that. Yeah. Wilson says, any TV shows you are currently watching? I did just finish a South Korean show, Attorney Woo. It's about a lawyer, and she's got like autism really bad and everything, but it's like how she overcomes it and all that. It's a really, really good show, and it's really cute and really sweet. There's a little bit of romance to it and everything. But yeah, I just watched that. That was pretty good. It's hard for me to find good shows these days. Let's see here. JP says, I've always wondered what Titanic's pool looks like today. Oh, yeah, because it's behind the watertight bulkhead. I would imagine it's in a similar state to the Turkish baths. If I had to honestly throw out a guess, I'd say it's pretty similar to the Turkish baths. Maritime, yay, what, Maritime? Let's see, Sam, do you think Titanic 2 will be a museum ship as well. No, I do not. I think if Titanic 2 happens, which I hope it doesn't, it's mostly going to be a cash grab, which is why I'm not into the idea. If they built it like a museum ship and made it very similar to the original so you could learn the listen, I've said this before, but I'm more in favor of them building a 100% replica of Titanic. You know, it wouldn't be legal to sail it, but make it like a museum ship so those who go and see it can experience what life was like back in 1912. That's what I want them to do. I don't want them to make a ship that looks like Titanic on the outside, but I mean, Titanic, listen, Titanic is not like, it's nothing by modern day standards. The only reason we care about Titanic is because of the story with it and everything, but it's a dinghy compared to modern day ships. And it would not be legal to operate it if it was built the way it was back in 1912. That's just why if you build a new one, it's not going to be Titanic. It's just going to be a look-alike with similar rooms and stuff like that. But if you really want to rebuild the ship as a building or a museum ship and really teach people what life on the ship was like, I would be in favor of that. But just, I don't want Titanic to become a cash grab. I heard that Blue Star Line guy, that Australian billionaire, he was wanting to build a fleet of Titanics, which, yeah, you can tell from my face how I feel about that. So yeah, I'm not into that. Ozzy says Titanic's pool is still full of water. Yep. Yep, it is. Let's see here. Traveler says, hi, Sam. My favorite ship is the Empress of Ireland, RMS Olympic, HMS Belfast. Also, I have autism and ADHD. Hey, look, overcome your stuff, man. I mean, listen, we all have stuff that we have to go through and everything, but I'm sorry to hear that. But that's really, really cool that you like those ships and everything. Very, very cool. Everybody's saying that they would like a replica of Britannic. I mean, Britannic is Titanic, just a little bit longer. I mean, it had some different rooms and everything, but yeah. Wilson says, how's your Arizona project coming along? You mentioned last week it was finishing up. So basically, they're giving us a wide range of dates. So I know that either it'll be done from somewhere between December and April. Okay, that's what they're telling me. That's what they're telling me now. I hear different stuff all the time. Olivia, too, thank you. First super chat of the day. Thank you, Olivia. Glad to see you here. Here, help. I'm stuck in Sam's basement. Olivia, I don't know what basement you're in, but it's not mine because I don't have a basement. So, Kay, good to see you, Olivia. Kay says, I built a bunch of Lego ships from Kennard and White Star. Very cool. Ozzy says, soccer or sandball or football? Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Are we doing this? Are we doing this right now? Oh, no, not this again. Wow, 50-50. Oh, wait, 51, 52%, 51% football. Okay. 50-50. Geez Louise. You forgot an option in the poll. Oh, you're right. Hold on. Wait. All right, I forgot to add one thing in the poll. Okay, hold on. Football, okay. Football or soccer, okay. Football. Soccer. No. All right, here we go. There we go. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Football or soccer? Football, soccer. Hi. What? I had to do it. I 100% had to do it. That is not the third option. Nice one, Sam. That's hilarious. Wait, was there another super chat? Oh, yeah, Justin, too. Thank you. How long do you think till Titanic disappears? We have no idea. I know Mike Brady did a video on that probably a couple weeks ago. If I had to guess, I mean, it's going to be a slow process. And in a way, Titanic is never going to completely disappear. I'd say the stern will be gone relatively quickly, but the bow, I mean, honestly, guys, I'd say Titanic's got at least another century. At least, I mean, more and more parts of the ship will collapse. I'm sure the officers' quarters area will be gone in the relatively near future, probably the next 30 or 40 years. But I would say that the ship's bow and the prow and all that will be there for the longest amount of time because it's the least damaged. I'd say the deterioration will go from the back of the ship, since this is most heavily damaged. The areas that were damaged by the breakup they'll decay more quickly. And then the decay will just go forward until eventually the bow and the prow and all that go away. The stern will be gone very, very quick in the grand scheme of things. I think the stern's already just about completely collapsed. But yeah, the point of people are still talking about that. Wait, what happened to the? Oh, there we go. Okay, whatever. Let's see here. Henry says, you never made a video about this ship before. It's called Titanic. What is Titanic? I have no idea what Titanic is. Second favorite book on Titanic. Well, On a Sea of Glass is my favorite. Probably the Titanic art book by Ken Marshall. That's one of my absolute favorites. I mean, it's got information in it, but Ken Marshall was one of my childhood inspirations, and it was his paintings that inspired the Titanic film. That's what James Cameron used to sell Titanic to Hollywood. Queen Mary says, must be a fictional ship. What do you mean fictional ship? I don't know what you're talking about. Ozzy says, Sam is like the SS United States. He stays in Arizona until Christmas. What, did they delay the leaving of the United States? I know that there was some kind of issue with it, but I didn't know that they delay the United States until Christmas or something. That'd be cool. At least I'd get a chance to, hopefully get a chance to go and see her before she's gone. And yes, for those of you that are wondering, I actually have a Mountain Dew with me today. I never have soda on here. I usually got tea or something. Maritime says, I think they did. Cool. Lisa says, what is your favorite Titanic movie? Well, okay. Honestly, if I had to pick one, the James Cameron film has a special place in my heart. It really does. I mean, that's the film that got me into the story of the ship and everything like that. It's what got me into Titanic. So I love the James Cameron film, despite how cheesy it is. But as far as favorite Titanic movies, like which movie is the best, A Night to Remember. A Night to Remember is the best Titanic film out there, made in 1958. Yeah, I wish they would redo it. A modern day Night to Remember, like the story of Titanic minus the cheesy Jack and Rose story. That would be my wish. That would be my wish. Maritime, the 1953 one. The 1929 one. What's the 1929 one? Which one's the 19? I don't know the 1929 one. I mean, I know there was that one, Escaping the Titanic, that came out like a month after the sinking, the silent film, but that film's been lost to history. Was there another one? I thought the next one was I thought the next Titanic film was the Nazi propaganda one. I could be wrong. Let's see here. Atlantic Queen? I'm not familiar with it. I think that's what it was called. I'll have to look it up. The 1929 Atlantic. Okay. Because the ones that I'm familiar with is the like Escaping the Titanic or Surviving the Titanic that came out in May of 1912, the silent film. And the next one that I know of is the Nazi propaganda Titanic film that they made. I think it was it during World War II? I'm not sure. But anyway, and then Titanic 1953, Titanic 1958, or A Night to Remember. And then there's Titanic SOS. Or is it SOS Titanic? It's one of those two. And then there's, I think there's another one before the James Cameron film, but I can't think of it. Raising the Titanic, which I have not seen. Then Titanic, the 1997 film by James Cameron. And then Titanic Blood and Steel, the TV show. Have not seen that. That was after the 1943 was the propaganda film. Okay. Let's see here. You mean Saved from the Titanic for the 1912? Okay, thanks, Says. Yes, it was 1996 movie before the 97. Which one was the 1996? Which one was that one? Timmy says, can I suggest you play water physics on Roblox? Oh, there's a water physics game? That's cool. His Majesty, Titanic 2 movie. We do not talk about the Titanic 2 film. That does not exist, and I refuse to acknowledge it, just like the Titanic 666 film. I do not acknowledge that stuff. No. Jared, too, thank you so much. Love the videos. Do you have anything from Titanic? I have a piece of coal, and I have a piece of the Titanic's hull. A little flake that came off of the big piece. I've got that. Those are my 2 Titanic artifacts. A couple of Queen Mary says Titanic. Oh, the question. Okay, so we have a guy here who's never heard of the Titanic 666 film, and I think we should just leave it at that. Let's just pretend that that doesn't exist, okay? Let's just leave that alone, okay? Let's not even acknowledge that that film exists. And I know that he's going to look it up, but Queen Mary says no. I am aware of what it is. No, great. So now you know why I refuse to acknowledge it. Are they filming Titanic? Oh, geez Louise, Maritime. So how many of you all have ever seen the horror film 1408? Have any of you guys ever seen that film 1408? Nothing to do with Titanic, but anyway, 1408. Is that it? 1408. Yeah, 1408. Anyway, it's a film about a haunted hotel room. And the guy is a reporter, and he doesn't believe in ghosts. And he goes there, and the ghost in the room tries to kill him. Okay, it's not as scary. It's more suspense. Anyway, I remember, and 1408, yeah, together it spells 13 or adds up to 13. I used to blame all of my bad luck in high school on my locker because my locker number was 148. So let's see. Oh, we got a super chat from CJ. Thank you so much. My friend said James Cameron never made a decent movie. I was shocked. What? Terminator 2. That was James Cameron, right? Yeah, he made the Terminator films. Yeah. And then Abyss, Titanic. And I know people kind of have a love-hate relationship with the movie, but I liked Avatar. I enjoyed Avatar. Aliens. Yes, Aliens. Yeah. I mean, it's yeah, I mean, it's geez Louise. Yeah, James Cameron made the Terminator films, right? Terminator director. Who was the director of Terminator? Yeah, James Cameron. That's what I thought. I thought he was the director of James Cameron. Or I thought he directed the Terminator. He didn't direct Terminator 3, though, right? Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. He did not direct that one, if I recall. No, he did not. Okay, Jonathan Mostow. And then Terminator 2, he directed that one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, James Cameron. Yep. So... Oh, yes. Yes, he did. Okay, cool. Let's see here. RM says, I rather watch Poseidon 2006 than Avatar. They're very different movies. They are very, very different films. But look, Avatar was a beautiful movie. It's basically, if you really want to think about it, Avatar is basically alien Pocahontas, if you really want to get down to it. It really is. But and then but I mean, nothing against it. It's just the story in Avatar is kind of generic. Okay, it's like been there, done that. But it was a beautiful film, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good movie. Avatar 2, I got bored. I really did get bored with Avatar 2. Now, I do like it now, but I think it's where it's so long. It's so long, and I need to be able to watch it in multiple sit downs. It's hard to watch that whole film. It's hard to watch that whole film at once. But yeah, so let's see. We got that. We got another 5 from Olivia. The first president to be born in a hospital is turning 100 on Tuesday. Happy birthday, Jimmy Carter. Oh, cool. First president to be born in a hospital? Really? Hold on a second. Was Jimmy Carter the first president to be born in that showed up at the top of Google? Early life, born October 1st, 1929 in Plains, Georgia, West Ontario, where his mother worked as a registered nurse. Carter became the first American president born in a hospital. Well, I mean, come on. They had hospitals in the 1800s. You mean to tell me that not a single president was born in a hospital in like the 1800s? Unless the term of hospital is different. But I mean, like, well, hold on. Hold on. Let me see. When did hospitals come to America? Maybe there's a different definition for it. The first hospital in the United States, which was founded in 1751 by Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Bond, the hospital was established to treat the sick and poor mentally ill. Okay, so there were hospitals even from before the birth of the nation. So 1929, it's 1924. Oh, we gotta love freaking Google. Did it get him wrong? Did it get that detail wrong? No, October 24. Did I say 29? Did I accidentally say 29? Okay, that's my bad. Okay, it showed up. Home births were more common from Tony. Ah, I see. Jeez Louise. You guys teach me so much. Jimmy Carter. Wow. October 1st, age 99. Wow, that's crazy. Served as 39th president of the United States from 1977 to 1981. Member of the Democratic Party. He was the 76th governor of Georgia from 1971 to 75. State senator. Wow. 99 years old. You know something? He doesn't look bad. He really doesn't. Shoot, like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, okay. The image I saw, okay, never mind. This image, he looks, I mean, he's older, but he doesn't, there's one image where he looks worse than what he is, than another one, but who knows. But cool. Well, happy birthday to him. I highly doubt I'll make it to 100, but hey, listen, not that I have anything against it. He was in World War II. Oh, wow. Great. He is a true American hero then. Listen, anybody that puts on the uniform, anybody puts on the uniform is a hero in my book. Look, here's what I do. Here's the way I think. I may not always agree with like US government like decisions and all that stuff, like with wars and all that. Like I think the Vietnam War was a mistake, but if you put on the uniform, you are a hero in my book. That is my whole thing. That is my view. That is 100% my view. We got that. Okay, we're all good. We got that one. JP, how come Lusitania is in such bad condition, but Titanic and Britannic are in better condition? So here's the thing about that. Lusitania, well, a lot of crap happened to Lusitania. Okay, number one, you got the very strong currents. Number two, it's in a fishing area. The entire ship is covered in fishing nets. And number three, the ship got bombed. There was, in 1939, people said they could see British warships firing depth charges at the wreck. Now, they claim that they were doing that because they mistook the wreck for U-boats. But if you want to get conspiracy with it, then they're also say that they were covering up evidence for the munitions the ship was carrying. And honestly, for a very long time, you were forbidden from writing books about Lusitania. So, I mean, yeah, there was a guy that tried to write a book about it, I think in the late 40s. I could be wrong. But anyway, he was banned from writing any books about it. Listen, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but there is definitely something weird about Lusitania and all that stuff. I mean, it's just, oh, geez, it's crazy. Let's see here. What's going on? History says, Sam, the entirety of Western North Carolina has been cut off from the outside with massive flooding. Entire towns completely wiped out. Roads gone. What? Is that from the, hold on a second. Is that from the hurricane? North Carolina. Devastated by hurricane. I bet it's that hurricane. Yeah. Helen live update. Storm kills. Yep. Wow. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I mean, I'm over on the West Coast right now, so the storm isn't affecting me here. But BBC says Hurricane Helen leaves biblical devastation in North Carolina. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Clear image of destruction hit hard in North Carolina, emerges on Sunday, where after barreling through Florida and Georgia, Helen brought torrential rain and swamp towns and mudslides. Jeez. Insane. Absolutely insane. Definitely my prayers are with everybody affected by this storm. It's nuts. My family's getting rain right now. I was hearing about that. Let's see here. Titanic says, why did they bomb the Lusitania wreck? That's a good question. Biggest thing, if you're going with the conspiracies, they say that they did it to get rid of the evidence for the munitions the ship was illegally carrying. You got to remember, at the time of the Lusitania, America wasn't officially involved in the war, but secretly we were sending weapons to the British and all that stuff. There was a lot of, like, under the table dealings and stuff like that. And then there's also the conspiracy about, what, here's honestly what I think, okay? And this isn't confirmed. This is just what I think based on the evidence. And I talked about this in my Lusitania video. I'm convinced that the British government intentionally left the Lusitania exposed as a way to try to pull the US into the war. That's honestly what I think. If you look at everything that happened, Room 40, which is the area that traced the U-boats at the time, they knew where U-20 was. It had sunk 2 ships directly in front of the Lusitania the day before. They did not tell Captain Turner about it. He had no idea. And then the way they went after him. Now, I don't think they intended the ship to get sunk. But what I think happened was they wanted U-20 to attack it as a way to entice America into the war. And then they were surprised when the ship sunk. And if you go and look back at the inquiry into the Lusitania disaster, they only called people to testify that thought 2 or 3 torpedoes hit the Lusitania, not 1. And it was just 1. And in Captain Sfeger, the captain of U-20, in his testimony, he even reported that there was an unusually large detonation when the torpedo went off, when the torpedo hit the Lusitania. And the source of that detonation has been highly debated. They used to think that it was the munitions that went off, that the Lusitania was carrying, but it's been confirmed that it wasn't. I think it was probably a steam line that blew. That was the secondary explosion or whatever, maybe boilers. Because right after that secondary explosion, the steam pressure in the ship dropped rapidly. And, 4 minutes after the torpedo detonation, the ship's power failed. So that's what I think. I think the Lusitania was intentionally left exposed to pull the U.S. into the war. But I don't think they intended it to be sunk. But yeah, Churchill wrote a pretty, let's just say it's pretty bad, okay, what Churchill wrote about the sinking of the Lusitania. Let me see if I can. Now, I heard this in a documentary. Let me see. What did Churchill later say about Lusitania? Let me see if I can find the official thing, because I know what it says in a yeah. Okay, this is what that's exactly. Let's see here. Here's the thing about it. Where is that? Let's see. Carrying munition. This is the Churchill project. Winston Churchill said a number of things about the sinking of the Lusitania, including Churchill said the sinking was an event most important and favorable to the Allies. Churchill said that the death of the children who died in the sinking were more deadly than could have been achieved. Wait, what? Churchill said that the deaths of the children who died in the sinking were more deadly than could have been achieved by the sacrifice of 100,000 men. Oh my gosh. The ship had been warned of submarines. Churchill quoted Admiralty's orders have been sent to Lusitania, including the one that warned of submarines off the coast of Ceylon. So the warning that was sent to the Lusitania that Churchill talks about here, this is what he quoted. Churchill quoted the Admiralty's orders that had been sent to the Lusitania, including one that warned of submarines off the coast of Ireland, off the south coast of Ireland. What that means is he told Turner that there were U-boats ahead of you and behind you, but didn't give him specific instructions as to where it was. The Churchill project says that there was no conspiracy to sink the ship and that Churchill was not at the Admiralty at the time. So, like I said, I don't think that they intentionally sunk the ship, but I think that they intentionally left it exposed. And that comment he made about children, he was talking like the death of those children, struck a blow, and it made enough of a difference in the U.S. Like, it made the U.S. feel more sympathy than the loss of 100,000 men in the war. It was a way to entice America into the war. That's basically what he was saying. So when you hear stuff like that, it's pretty bad. It's really, really bad. So it's hard for me to look at that and not think that there was some kind of conspiracy with it. And I talk about that in my video. Anthony 5, thank you. You should do a video comparing the Lusitania wreck versus the Titanic. Oh, that would be a good video. Talk about all the differences and everything. Lusitania is just, it's a wreck. It's a terrible wreck. Thank you for the 5. AVQ says, but hey, that's just a theory, a history theory, a game theory and all that stuff. Hey, listen, you guys may be surprised by me saying this, but I watched a lot of that guy's Five Nights at Freddy's videos. It was interesting. It was interesting. Armando says, was Lusitania during World War I? Yes. Excuse me. Lusitania sank on May 7th, 1915. True says, good realism, Sam. I agree on the conspiracies. Maritime said, had Speaker survived the war, do you think he would have been called to testify in some inquiry or maybe even arrested? I don't know if they would have charged him as a war criminal or not. I really don't. There were a lot of bad things happen in war. A lot of bad things. You know, like who was the head of Germany at the time? Who was the head of Germany during World War I? Kaiser Wilhelm II. Okay, Kaiser Wilhelm II. Was he charged as a war criminal or anything? Kaiser Wilhelm II. Was he charged as like a war criminal or anything like that? Oh, it's a chat going absolutely bonkers. Yep, it is. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry, we're gonna have to turn on the slow mode. All right, we'll set it for 10 seconds. See how that does. Save. No. Exiled. Yes. The Kaiser. Yes. No, okay, hang on. I'm going to Google this. What happened to Kaiser Wilhelm after World War I? There we go. After the war, he was forced to abdicate his throne and went into exile in the Netherlands, where he lived until his death in 1941. He was not tried for war crimes, despite attempts by the Allies to extradite him. I see. World War I is weird. It's just, I listened to this whole thing about World War I, you know, and World War I isn't like evil Nazis trying to take over the world and all that stuff. World War I is more like, and I listened to this podcast about it. It was absolutely fantastic. World War I was like, you have a bunch of countries and some have allies with other countries. And think of it like a tower of swords. And if you pull one of those swords, everything is going to collapse down. So if you go after this country, then these countries are going to come after you. If you go after this country, then these countries are going to go after you. I always forget that guy's name. That senator that got killed. Ferdinand. Shoot. What started World War I? What was that guy's name? I can never remember his name. Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. There we go. Yeah. So that was, and there you guys go. There all of you go. You guys got it. And so that was the spark. And then, hold on, Google Maps. I'm pulling up a map of Europe. Let's go over to, let me see. Let me pull up a map of Europe, see the countries. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here it is. So, and basically like, you know, so the assassination happened and then they got Germany to side with them. And then Germany wanted to go and attack some of these other countries that they knew would retaliate. And I saw this thing. So Germany wanted to attack France, but to do that, Germany wanted to move their military and have them march through Belgium. And then so they're like, Belgium, can we send our army through your country? And Belgium was like, no, you do that, it's going to be war. And I mean, see, it was this massive chain reaction and just everything exploded. And in the grand scheme of things, Ferdinand really wasn't that important in the entire grand scheme of the war, but it's like he was the spark that ignited the war, if you get what I'm saying. In the grand, yeah. So, I mean, it was a fantastic podcast to listen to. And they were talking about in that podcast why World War I isn't really that well known in America. And that's because it wasn't, True Crazy says it was like a giant lethal game of chess. Yeah. And they were talking, it's because World War I wasn't that, we didn't get into World War I until very, very late. America wasn't as involved in the First World War as we were World War II. So, that's why the story, like if in the States, if you're an expert on World War One, you're unusual. Like it's different for someone to be very, very into World War One here. But everybody in America knows World War II. But now I think it's the opposite for shoot, what country was it? Turkey? Yeah, didn't Turkey, the country of Turkey, wasn't it formed as a result of World War One? I'm pretty sure it was. Turkey came because of World War One. And everybody though in that country knows about the war because they were so involved with it. The Ottoman Empire. Okay, yeah, you guys are. I'm sure all of you over in Europe know a lot more about all of this. And then, yeah, so Wilhelm II's family is still alive. Oh, that's cool. Up there was a super chat. Hold on, let me find it. There was a 5 from, where is it? Oh, it's Olivia. Would Captain Smith have been blamed if he got into a lifeboat after jumping off of the Titanic? So the term for women in like a captain goes down with the ship doesn't mean that a captain physically has to go down with the ship. All that means is that a captain must stay on board his ship until there is literally nothing else he can do. It doesn't mean that once you've done everything, you have to go down with the ship. You know, during the Titanic's final plunge, if he jumped off and swam away and got onto a boat, then no one would get mad at him. You know, no one, they shouldn't anyway. I wouldn't blame him for that. There's nothing there that means that you have to go down if there's, yeah. You do all you can do before you leave. But I'm sure some people would have tried to blame him for it, but I mean, I wouldn't think anything of it. He's no Scatino, that's for sure. That's all I have to say about that. But yeah, World War One is interesting, but I can't imagine having to fight in it. You know, the one thing about World War One, how many of you all know about the Christmas ceasefire of World War One? Do any of you guys know about that? The Christmas ceasefire that happened during World War One. I think that was in the Christmas of 1914. I do from, yeah, me. Yes, I know. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Maybe. So for those of you that don't know, I believe it was, yep. All right. I was right. The 1914 armistice. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, it was Christmas Eve, 1914, and they were in the trenches at no man's land. And a ceasefire happened. And it was not authorized at all. And you had men from both the Allies and the Central Powers both come out into no man's land. They exchanged gifts, and I think they played some football. British, or yeah, not American football, but football or soccer to those in the States. They did that. And I mean, it was just, they tried to have a nice evening. And then the next day, oh, sorry about the mic. And then the next day, the war started again. I mean, can you imagine how awful that must have been? I mean, don't get me wrong, war's already terrible. But to spend a day getting to know people, and then the next day you just have to go back and start shooting at them again. I mean, it's just, war sucks. War is just, war sucks. Robert, 20, thank you so much. Technically, Wilhelm II was the leader of Germany. As the war went on, he gradually ceded authority to the military, specifically Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg. Oh, Hindenburg. Let's see, Erich Landgraf, basically a military dictatorship. Oh, geez. Okay. Ugh, the war. Listen, war sucks. War absolutely sucks. That's for darn sure. And listen, the more I learned about the, there's a great video. There's a great video on, I know the guy who made it. His YouTube channel is called Mr. Spherical. I've talked about him before, but what he does is he talks about like what really caused wars. Like he makes these little, I'll show you a clip of it, but he makes these little, like they're like little spheres, and he has the spheres represent countries, and it shows you like a simplified version of what caused certain wars and everything. And one of his, a really, really good one is, the video is called Germany Good, Nazis Bad. And it talks about, you know, how the Treaty of Versailles led to World War II and everything like that.
This treaty is holding me back.
Yeah.
But after the whole World War I thing, the Allies won't let me get away with anything.
I like how he does Hitler. Watch this.
What's that? Hello, it's me, your conscience calling. Time to start a war, baby.
Jeez. But yeah, so it's like how the Treaty of Versailles led over into World War II and how that got Hitler to come to power and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's just war sucks. That's my point. War sucks. War is terrible. And yeah. Mr. says, what about Oversimplified? I haven't seen that one. I have not seen that one. Let's see here. Blake says, I love that guy. Yeah, he makes good videos. He makes really, really good videos. And it's a good way to get a simple version of history, you know, like without all the complicated stuff and everything. You have never seen Oversimplified. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me look. I might have seen it. Hold on. It's not something that I would actively watch. Let me see. Oversimplified. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I've seen this guy. Okay, yeah, I've seen this guy. I don't actively watch him, but Henry VIII oversimplified. The Russian Revolution oversimplified. The American Civil War oversimplified. I need to watch him more. Good Lord, he's got everything on here. Oversimplified World War II. Oversimplified World War II in Japan. Jeez Louise. Good Lord. He doesn't have a lot of videos either. He's got almost 9 million subs and 32 videos. Jeez. Wow. I need to watch him more. Let's see. Okay. Thank you so much for that 20, Robert. Super appreciate you. Say I'm scared. What am I scared of? Dylan says, have you ever watched Brightside videos on the Titanic? Seriously? We are sitting here having a legitimate talk about history, and you have to bring up Brightside? I mean, what is wrong with you? I'm done. I can't handle this anymore. Calm thoughts, Sam. I think Sam has anger issues. Why do I feel like that's gonna be mean? Bruh. Meme clip. He turned green all like a Hitler moment. Calm down, Sam. Calm down. Oh gosh. Sam, how do you feel about Brightside? Let's see here. Wilson says, what's the most memorable super chat you've ever gotten? Geez Louise, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I've had some pretty good ones over time. What is the most memorable super chat ever? I honestly can't remember. I mean, we've had some more memorable live streams than others. Maritime says, it was my super chat. Your super chat was good, Maritime. I mean, as I said, we've had some more memorable live streams than others, but I don't know about like the most memorable super chat. I can't think of any off the top of my head, to be honest with you. I'm sure somebody will remember it or something. I think the 100,000 from Libby, the 100,000 live stream was special. Yeah. That was special. That was a good one. I was really glad to be able to share that moment with you guys. We're actually coming up on 150,000 subscribers, I believe. Where am I at right now? YouTube Studio. I'm at 142,841 subs. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting close to the okay. Apparently, there's a comment on the YouTube Studio homepage. It shows you your latest comments and everything. And somebody just said, do you really have to keep saying big piece hull fragment in my video about the big piece? Did I use that word a lot? Did I use that phrasing a lot? Did I say big piece hull fragment in that video a lot? I guess I did. I don't know. Oh, geez. Yes, I did. Okay. Listen, I love it when I do something in YouTube. But listen, one thing about the internet, people will never let it go away. That's for darn sure. We got a super chat from History 5. It was deleted by Maritime. Not sure why, though, but okay. Not sure why it was deleted, but something there had to have been bad. Thanks, Maritime. I mean, I don't know what it was, but okay. Thank you for the 5, though. Robert 20, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Hindenburg was named after Paul von Hindenburg. Hindenburg was actually the president of the Weimar Republic and was the man who directly appointed Hitler the chancellor. What? He was the man who directly appointed Hitler the... Jeez Louise, I didn't know that. Holy crap. I thought the... I thought the Nazis did like in a coup. I thought that's how they came to power. Did the Nazis use a coup to overthrow Germany's government? I thought that's what happened. I could be wrong. How Hitler failed. Wait. Hitler was arrested and imprisoned. Several of his followers were killed in prison. Wait, what? I thought something happened. Hitler's failed 1923 coup. Okay, so he tried to take control and his short-term in prison, ended up helping the future dictator reset and find his path to power. So he did. So there wasn't a coup, but it wasn't in the 30s. That's what I'm gathering. They then, let's see here. He was forced to, they failed. Okay. And then, okay, cool. So that's what happened. So there was a failed coup. And then later he politically came to power. That's what happened. Okay. I knew I had heard that somewhere. I knew that I had heard that somewhere. Maritime says the most someone ever sent you was 500. Oh yeah. So yeah, there was one live stream where somebody did like a $400 or $500 super chat. That was absolutely nuts. There was one stream where somebody did do that, and it was a scam. Maritime. I don't think I ever talked about that, but yeah, there was one live stream where I got a really, really high super chat, and then the next day it didn't show up in my feed because the way the YouTube analytics work, like when it comes to revenue, it's always a day behind. So if somebody does something on here, I don't see it till the next day. And somebody did a 300 or 400 or whatever super chat, and the next day it didn't show up in the analytics. And when I checked on it, they said that the credit card blocked. So that's something that people do sometimes, is like they'll process a high charge just to get the wows and the reactions, and then they block the charge. It's a scam. It's a scam. So the phrase "don't count chickens before they hatch" is a very, very good thing to go by. That's what I do. I don't count chickens until they hatch. Not that I've ever hatched chickens. Sunset says, OMG, why do people do that? They're trolls. That's all I can tell you. Back in 1912, people were doing it too, using a Marconi wireless to send ships on fake distress calls. Doesn't matter what century you're in, people are still going to be people. Robert, 5, thank you. They tried 10 years before. It's called the Munich Beer Hall coup. Okay, I know I didn't pronounce that right. Thank you for the 5, Robert. Listen, I will tell you this. Oh, RG, listen, RG says there's some strange people in the world. You got no idea. Would you believe that I was researching Halley's Comet? I've talked about this before. And in 1911, I came across 1911 was Halley's Comet's visit before the 80s come in. I found scams or fake ads, okay, that were put in the newspapers saying that Halley's Comet was going to enter the Earth's atmosphere and spread deadly comet dust all around the Earth. And if you wish to survive, you must buy our anti-Halley's Comet medicine, which was basically just water. I mean, it's so stupid that I just... Anti-Halley's Comet medicine. I mean, it's just... I mean, it's... gosh. Scam for sure. What? Yeah, I mean, geez. I mean, it's just... My point is, people are always people, okay? Like, it doesn't matter what century you're in. It doesn't matter what, like... The stuff that we worry about today, people were worrying about crap 50 or 100 years ago. I mean, it's just, geez Louise, it was always. If it's not one thing, it's another. It's just absolute insanity. Let's see here. Maniac says, hey, Sam, big fan here. Love your videos. Thank you so much, man. Super appreciate you. Let's see here. Let's see. Craig says, hey, Sam, it's question time. How are you? Heart beating, check. Air in my lungs, check. Going to watch a awesome, fun movie from my childhood tonight. Check. I can't wait to do that. And yeah, pretty good. I'm pretty good. How about you? I can't. Yeah. I came across a childhood favorite film, and I cannot wait to watch that tonight. I haven't watched it in a very, very long time. Let's see here. History says, "Hey Sam, do you know who Brightside is?" We do not discuss them. Okay, we do not discuss. We don't discuss that. We don't discuss that. Historical Project says, "Hey Sam, can you try Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Voyage of the Despair map? It's the best zombie map ever." Is that the one that's on the Titanic? Is that it? Ozzy says 200,000 for Sam. Another great T flood part 2. No more T floods. That's done. You know something? They do say that once something's on the internet, it never goes away. But I am quite convinced that the footage of the T flood is gone forever. I really am convinced. I believe that footage from the Great T flood is legitimately gone forever because I know somebody would have sent it to me by now if it still exists. Maritime says doubt. It will appear. We still have the aftermath stream. Yeah. So it's just like as soon as it happened, just without thinking about it, I deleted the video. Shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I pulled it without thinking about it, and then I really wish I had that. I should have saved it. I really do wish I would have saved that, but well, it is what it is. Tony says you can recreate it. No. Sunset says maybe YouTube has it. I tried that. I contacted them and asked them if they could recover. They can recover deleted videos for about a month, but any further than that they can't. That's what the YouTube rep told me. They only keep deleted videos for a month or so, and then they're gone. So I don't know if it's still sitting on a database somewhere or whatever, but as far as I know, it's gone. Soldier says, Sam, play Stormworks. It's filled with ships in the Steam Workshop, including the Titanic. I like Stormworks. I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, I like it. So like pictures from over 80 years ago keep surfacing. Yeah, but they're not digital photos, like they're stuff that, listen, think about this. Whenever we think of something from 100 years ago, okay, we look at old, grainy, black and white photos. It's hard to tell what's going on in most of them and everything. But that won't be the case for the future. Like think about what will be going on in the year 2100, okay? Anybody who lived back then, or anybody who lives during that time, they'll be able to pull up their computers or whatever and go back 100 years and see what all of us were doing. I mean, like we're at the beginning of a new era where like people 100 years ago will not have to question what was going on. And, geez, and all the interesting things that happened. I wonder if, do you guys think, all right, legitimately here, all right, this is a serious question for the chat, okay? Do you think in 100 years, when they talk about COVID-19, all right, do you think that they're going to discuss how a virus that legitimately has nothing to do with your stomach was cue for the entire world to buy up all the stupid toilet paper? To this day, I do not understand that. I do not get why toilet paper, of all things, was the one thing that people in America were panic buying. I do not understand. I mean, it's just, I do not understand. I wonder if they're going to talk about that when they talk about COVID and stuff. It's just, I was seeing videos online of people getting into fights over toilet paper. It's just, oh gosh, it's just, anyway, it's, Sunset says maybe people were building toilet paper forts. You see, Yak says, I feel like the toilet paper will be kind of like a giant Brightside thing, except with actual evidence. So the girl that I was dating at the time, a friend of hers was able to get some toilet paper and gave her like this huge, big old pack. And she told me that when she got it out of her car to take it up to her apartment, somebody saw and went, "Hey, that girl over there's got toilet paper." And she heard that and she took off running. She took off running and got into her apartment. I'm like, toilet paper. Toilet paper. Olivia 10, thank you so much. My best super chat I've sent you is Boaty McBoatface. The video is still on my channel. All right, Olivia, thank you for the 10. Olivia 2, thank you. By the way, 93 days. Olivia, that's done. That's done. You wanted your Boaty McBoatface video. That's done. That is done. That is done. You already got your you already got your Boaty McBoatface video. All right. All right, you want to know what? Here we go. Here we go. The story of Boaty McBoatface. Here's your video, Olivia, so you can't count down anymore. All right. Back in the days of old, like 10 years, there was a ship, a brand new ship that was going to go on Antarctic expeditions. But those who built the ship needed a name. They needed a name for this great ship. So what did they do? They turned to the people of the internet and asked the internet, "Please name this ship for us. We got all of these fantastic ideas. It could be named after famous explorers from history, like Shackleton or whatever. But we're going to let the internet decide. It is up to you, the brilliant internet, to decide the name of this mighty vessel." And what does the internet do? In true internet fashion, Boaty McBoatface. Boaty McBoatface was the name given to this mighty Antarctic ship. And those who saw the name were like, but, and breaking my acting here for a second, where's the music for this story? Hold on. Yeah, you're right. You are totally right. We need music for the story of Boaty McBoatface. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. We need to get some not copyrighted music for this fantastic story. Oh, shoot. Give me a second, guys. Thought it would just sign me in, but it didn't. Give me a second. Yeah, because with the music, I can actually use that as further evidence that Olivia can't use that on me, because with music and everything, it will be a Reels video, not just something I threw into a live stream. That is a fantastic. Okay, we need intense music. Okay, we're gonna go for epic. Okay, let's see what we can find here. Epic voyage. Okay, let's listen. Oh, that is brilliant. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. There was a ship called Boaty McBoatface. It was made by the brilliant minds of the internet to come out with this brilliant name for a ship that was going to sail to the Antarctic Sea. This is great. That's much better. I was having a really hard time to do that while keeping a straight face. That was. Why do I feel like I was laughing? I'm glad you guys are having fun. Wait. Olivia too, 93 days. I got that one. Olivia, cool story, bro. 133,020 minutes left. Oh, that is so funny. That was so funny. Oh, what's this? Hold on. That's interesting. So this is the music program that I use to get royalty-free music for my videos. And that's where I pulled this from. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's this one? Okay, here we go. All right, tell me what you think of this one. Guys, I am here to tell you a story of Boaty McBoatface, one of the most incredible ships to ever sail the ocean breeze. This ship, which was named by the internet, it's a brilliant name. Hey, coming up with quick, listen, I gotta say, I'm pretty good at improv. Different moods by the song I see. Meme clip. Hey, look, I'm not planning for this stuff at all. I see this stuff and I just go for it. I just go for it. I just go for it. Good. Not right. Oh, I'm glad you guys are having fun. Wait, where is it? All right. Here is one other. Okay, let's try this one. This one actually looks pretty good. Crap! I knew it. So I leave just in dream. Of course. Hey. Hey. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so let's see here. Olivia, too, thank you. Hey, Maritime, win the quiz. Yamato never dies. That's so funny. That is so funny. All right, guys, we have hit the 1 hour mark, so you know what that means. It is now time for tonight's Q&A. I've got some pretty good questions for you guys this evening. Let's see here. New folder. There's the Q&A. Boom, got it. All right, let me get the. I really do marker. Oh well. All right, and we got Maritime tonight. I see. Should have been Dream On. So, believe it or not, when I was, why did I learn that? So, so I like most music. Two genres of music that I'm not that crazy about is heavy metal and rap. Those are my two least favorite genres of music, but I will listen to it. I'll listen to anything. I'll give it a shot. And when I was in middle school, there was a song by Eminem that I really liked. And if I remember correctly, I think I sang it or I rapped it at a school thing, if I remember correctly. There was that one, and there was one other by Eminem that I really liked. Love the Way You Lie. I was into that song as well. But yeah, it's most music I like. We got that one. Somebody said I missed a super chat, but I don't see anything. I think I got them all. Okay, anyway, time for the Q&A. All right, we got Maritime History. Maritime History versus everyone else. There we go. All right, there we go. Yak says, I'll listen to basically anything other than country, which I absolutely... Okay, look, I think country is good, okay? But I have to be in the mood for it. Like, it's just like most music. You got to be in the mood. But I do like country music. There is some that I don't like. But for the most part, I do like country music. But I was raised in the country. So, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. I also really like foreign music, like music from other countries. Like, if it's got a good melody or a beat, then I'll listen to just about everything. What's another good one? Oh, I can't really play anything because it'll get copyrighted, but you know. Anyway, okay. Wait, what's going on? Stop that and bada bing, bada boom. Okay, there we go. Laura says, Mountain Mama. Oh yeah, hey. Country roads, Toronichi, Surutore, Yukana, Anodachi ni, Sunaniteru, Dirasuru, country roads. Yes. What language? Oh, Japanese. Yeah, Japanese. What is that? Yes, I like. What like? Oh, Japanese. Sam, it's Q&A time. Sunset says, wow, well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I posted the lyrics, then that happened. Meme that. All right. Jokes aside, let's get to the Q&A. And yes, we need to turn off the slow mode. So guys, please don't spam, please. And all right, and just to do a quick little catch up. So we do a live stream at the end of every Q&A where we have the entire chat up against our residential maritime historian, Maritime history. Please make your presence known, good sir. Me, yes, you. Okay, here's the rules. I ask a question. I type the word go in the chat. That is when you answer the question. If it shows up early, then it does not count, okay? I'll give you guys a second. I need a drink. Give you guys a second to get your game face on, okay? All right, you guys ready? You got this? You got this? Good. All right. All right. Question 1. What is the name of the ship that tried to answer the Titanic's distress call and was closer to the Titanic than Carpathia, but couldn't get there due to ice? Go. What ship could not get to Titanic due to ice? Wilson, Mount Temple, Maritime, Mount Temple. Good job. It wasn't the Californian because the Californian didn't pick up the distress signal. That was a tie. And remember, where Maritime is alone, he gets a handicap, so don't forget that. There we go. 1-1. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, good job. Question 2. What was the first ship to pick up the Titanic's distress call? Go. What was the first ship to pick up the Titanic's distress call? Nope. Historic Productions, the Frankfurt and Maritime. The Frankfurt. Good job. That was it. Good job. The Frankfurt was the first ship to pick up the distress signal. Question 3. Why did the Titanic's wireless operators have a hard time talking to the Frankfurt? Go. Why did the Titanic's wireless operators have a hard time talking to the Frankfurt? It wasn't the steam. Nope, not that. Not that. Titanic Britannic. Translation. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Translation, language barrier for Maritime. Good job. Yep, it was mostly the language. The steam was a factor, but it was more the different languages. Like Frankfurt just didn't understand what was going on. Another tie. Good job. We are at 3-3. Jeez Louise. Question 4. Why did the Titanic's radio signal get weaker as the sinking progressed? Go. Why did the Titanic's radio signal get weaker as the sinking progressed? Titanic Britannic, power loss, power, Maritime, power. Good job, man. This is neck and neck. You guys are gunning for Maritime tonight. Jeez Louise. Yep, 4-4. Jeez. Neck and neck. Question 5. Which lifeboat did Ismay escape the Titanic in? Go. Which lifeboat did Ismay escape the Titanic in? Maritime. C. Maritime was first on that one. C. C. Yeah, there it is, man. Maritime was first on Maritime. Yes. Maritime was first on that one. No, from Historic. Maritime was first on that one. Question 6. Why did they have difficulty in lowering collapsible lifeboat C? What was the problem? Go. Why did they have trouble lowering collapsible C? Maritime list. Maritime got it. List. That was it. List. Man, no one got that. Abraham got it. But yeah, so collapsible lifeboat C was launched from the front of the ship on the starboard side. And at that point, the Titanic was leaning very heavily to her port side. So as the boat went down, it was grinding up against the Titanic's hull, and they had to keep pushing the boat off of it to get it clear of the ship. Brandon says, what model? This is the Titanic Dream model, and it's a submersible model. You can sink it. Titanic Dream model. Okay, Maritime is now 2 ahead. Maritime has pulled ahead. All right. Question 7. Excuse me. Had to burp. Question 7. What event caught the Titanic's crew off guard while they were preparing to launch Collapsible A? Go. What event caught the Titanic's crew off guard while they were working on Collapsible A? Deck flooding. I'll take that. Maritime evening out. Even keel. Big wave. The wave. Yeah. Water rushing to starboard. Yeah, okay. That was a tie. All right. Maritime. Boom. And then everyone else is at 5. All right. Hey, Maritime, there are 3 questions left. Do you want to give up your handicap or do you want to keep it for a little longer? It's up to you, Maritime. Do you want to keep your handicap or do you want it to go a little longer? Please, yes. Yes, remove the handicap, please. AVQ, time to be a Yamato. Do it. Yamatos never die. Please. Oh, sad face. I'd keep it from Johnny. It's up to you, Maritime. Do it. No. The chat must write Yamatos never die. Okay, guys, that is the cost to pay. You must say Yamatos never die. If you do that, Maritime's handicaps will be removed. The Yamatos never die. The Yamatos never die. Guys, the Yamatos never die. I gotta say, buying this microphone's been great. Yamatos never die. Why do I feel like that's gonna be memed? All right. Maritime's handicaps have been removed. Truly a moment for Maritime. All right. Question 8. All right. This one. Okay, so this question has 2 parts. One part will probably be easier for everybody watching me in the States, but it'll be harder for people over in Europe. But the other part might be easier for people in Europe than people in the States. So there's your hint, okay? There's your hint. Oh my. So depending on where you're from, you'll have a harder time with it. Okay, huh? Measurements? Bruh. Depending on where you're from will determine this. What was the temperature of the water the night the Titanic sank in Fahrenheit and Celsius? Go. Dang it, freaking Maritime. Oh my gosh. Maritime knew what I was going to say before I even... Maritime knew what I was just from my hints. Maritime, my hint was too good. That was too good of a hint. Oh my gosh. Oh my. I've come to know you too well. Yeah, I guess you do. Jeez. Let me go back and see. No, he said it before. Oh, jeez. -2 Celsius and 28 Fahrenheit. Okay. I mean, that was and then Wilson was second. Okay. Jeez. I'm dying from laughing. Yeah, right. Okay. Maritime got that one. Okay. Just so you guys know, it's not completely over. Question 10 is a 2-point question. So as long as you guys get the next one right, you do have a shot to tie it. All right. So the last question is incredibly difficult. So I have it all. I have that all planned out. All right. So you guys have your, you guys have it. All right. Question 9. All right. On board the RMS Titanic, there was a very specific number of, and an ad just played. Ad. Hold it, bro. Ads. I totally planned that. No, I didn't get it. Blah, did you do that? I don't know. I don't know what. I did. YouTube told me that an ad was about to play. So, Sam, you are evil. That's hilarious. All right. Jokes aside, I totally did that up. All right. Jokes aside, how many tons of potatoes were on the Titanic? Go. How many tons of potatoes were on the Titanic? No, too many. No, why? No, what? Oh, no. Nope. I don't know. Titan, 40 tons. There we go. There were 40 tons of potatoes on Titanic. That was the correct answer. Titan got it. Maritime didn't. All right. Okay. Maritime, ... Yeah. There were 40 tons of potatoes on the Titanic. Random question moment. Anthony, 40, yeah. 40 tons of potatoes. That's right. That is right. All right. Last question, worth 2 points. All right. This is an incredibly difficult question. Okay. So if everyone else gets this question, it's tied. If Maritime gets it, he wins the whole thing. Maritime, hint. You want a hint? It involves this ship. Okay. You want to know something? You want to know something? All right, Maritime. Let's make this interesting, okay? If I give you a legitimate hint, something that helps narrow it down a little bit, all right? If I give you a legitimate hint, I'm going to give everyone else 1 point, which means that if you lose, they win the Q&A. But without the hint, if they get it and get the 2 points, then you'll have a shot for a tiebreaker. Which would you like? Oh, my. Oh, my. Don't do it. 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 It's up to you. Do it, Maritime. Do it. I want a tiebreaker. No, don't. This just got interesting. Do it. Do it. Don't. Do not. A Yamato would take this offer. I'll pass since I probably know it. Sam Imposter. All right. Game, set, and match. Game, set, and match. All right. Question 10. Throughout the entire sinking of the RMS Titanic, there were many heroes that night, all doing everything they could to do everything possible to save as many lives as possible during the sinking of the ship. All right. There were the men that were down in the engine rooms, keeping the generators running. There were the men in the boiler rooms. There were the officers lowering the lifeboats. There was all kinds of people doing everything they could. Believe it or not, there was even one guy who was trying to save all of the alcohol on board the Titanic. I mean, truly a hero, okay? I mean, Charles Jochen was truly a Yamato, okay? But there was one group of people that decided to try to keep the crowds calm throughout the entire sinking by playing music. What was the last song they played before they abandoned the Titanic? Go. What was the last song played on the Titanic before they... Nearer, my God, to thee from Maritime. Nearer, my God to thee. Nearer, my God to thee. Maritime got it. Maritime got it. Maritime was the first. Nearer, my God, to thee. Victory, bruh. Maritime got it. So with that, Maritime wins. Maritime wins the Q&A. Oh, Maritime wins the Q&A. Maritime wins. Truly a Charles Jochen twist. Yeah, I tried to throw people off a little bit and not say directly where everything was going, but anyway, whatever. That was absolutely hilarious. That was a great. All right, everybody, say Maritime wins the Q&A. Round of applause for Maritime. Everyone else, y'all did a great job as well. Good job, good job, good job. And I guess we're about ready to wrap everything up. Do you know something? I had a couple of stories in mind that I could tell you that I was thinking about mentioning from my childhood and like my younger years and everything, but now I can't really think of them. Yeah, because I don't write them down. It's like this stuff comes to me and then it's just gone. Like I lose thought about it so quickly. Come on, I need something good, something I haven't told you guys about. I've told you guys so many of my cell phone stories. I've told you guys. What's a good... Did I tell you guys my GameStop story? Have I told you guys that? Have I told you guys my GameStop story? I think I have. I think I've told you guys that one. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. The one where I got the very funny phone call. Did I tell you about that one? No, some people haven't heard that one. Not that I know of. I haven't told this one in a while. I don't know. No. Prank call. Okay, enough people haven't heard this one. Okay, so here, I don't think so. Okay, so for a Christmas, back when I was in high school, I worked at GameStop just for like 3 months, okay? And not the best job in the world, but I put up with it. Didn't pay good either, like $8 an hour. Ugh. But anyway, so It was my first day on the job. All right, it was my first day. And there was this prank that was going around at the time where somebody would call GameStop and they would ask for this really old game called Battletoads. All right. Buzz, the battle. Yeah. Buzz, you got it. So anyway, my boss told me that if anybody ever calls and asks for that game, you need to mess with them. You need to do something funny. All right. Or like Rick roll them or whatever. And then literally my first phone call ever, I pick it up and I go, "Hi, this is Sam. Thank you for calling GameStop. Can I help you?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, do you have Battletoads on Nintendo?" And my boss is watching me. And I just take the phone and I go, "Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you." And then I hang up on him. And then I hang up on them. So no way. That's what I did. And my boss is just staring at me and her eyes go wide. And then she just starts to get this grin on her face. And it was absolutely hilarious. It was one of my best. And here's one for you. So this happened back when I was a teenager. And we visited, we were doing this big tour of America. And I think it was the Four Corners. It's a spot in America. We were there. And anyway, there were all of these porta-johns or outhouses, okay, like right there at this landmark. And we go there and I need to use the bathroom. I need to go and pee and whatever. And my dad goes, "Sam, there's some porta potties right over there." And I go, "Dad, I am not going in there." And he goes, "Oh, it'll be fine." I'm like, "Dad, there's no one out here for miles. I would just pee behind them. Like, don't go in there because I'm sure it's absolutely disgusting in there." And my dad doesn't listen. He opens the door and then I hear my dad go, "Ah!" Yeah, so I'm like, I told you, Dad. Absolutely hilarious. Hi, Pen Prop. I see you. So yeah, I'm like, I told you, it's disgusting in there. It's absolutely disgusting in there. Anyway. All right, everybody. Well, hey, on that note, I am going to go ahead and sign off for this evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was an incredibly fun live stream. Everybody did super chats. Thank you all so much. Everybody who did regular comments, thank you. And thank you guys for a fantastic Q&A. You guys take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.